guys, what's going on? This is the conservative speaking, and I wanted to talk about Joe Biden finally throwing his hands up and resigning to the fact that there's nothing that he can do on a federal level to manage the virus. Joe Biden finally, and I didn't think this could actually happen, but Joe Biden finally is having a dose of reality. He actually woke up and realizing that there's nothing much he can do. He's done everything he could do, and now he's going to leave it up to the states to manage the virus, which is something that he should have done in the first place. The federal government had no reason at all to meddle into trying to handle the virus, other than mainly giving the states the resources needed for them to manage the virus on their own. Federal government had no business handing federal mandates to force people to get vaccinated, which is something that Joe Biden promised he would not do on the campaign trail while he was campaigning to be the next president. And then as soon as he becomes president, what does he do like everyone else does? Well, he switch baits, and he winds up going against everything that he once stood for. By issuing a by federally mandating all employers who had 100 employees or more to get vaccinated, which is clearly beyond his reach to do so. And that on its own forced a mass exodus of employees, especially viable employees, to leave the workplace. Think about it: doctors, nurses, police officers, and many others. And I want to focus on especially on the nurses. I want to focus on the nurses. I mean, these nurses were considered heroes. They were considered heroes a year ago. They were in the forefront of everything. Took the virus on head on, and were taking in as many patients as they could and caring for them while putting their own health at risk. And now they were considered the villains for not taking the vaccine, that in which they had a right not to take. It's one thing when you have the vaccine available, but we live in the United States of America. People have the right to not take the virus. To not take the vaccine if they choose not to. Okay? Remember, it's my body, my choice. Well, I guess, as long as it deals with the vaccine, because taking the vaccine is actually more important than actually trying to save an unborn child. I guess that's the only time that my body, my choice doesn't matter when it comes to not saving a life. Amazing. But the reason why I'm focusing more on this is because way back in July, Joe Biden stated that he was going to shut down the virus. He was going to do something that Donald Trump couldn't do, because the Trump administration, they couldn't shut down the virus, but he had the know-how and he had the courage. He stated that he was going to shut down the virus. Even though back in July, half of the country was vaccinated, he had a plan where he was going to roll out more vaccines and allow more people to have more people eligible to take the vaccine. Well, how about that? Now we have this new strain of the Omicron virus. And the Omicron virus is running rampant. And Joe Biden is finally realizing, okay, look, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't do anything about this. Uh, no mas, no mas. All right. He's noticing that there's a major surge. I mean that there is a rising case of the Omarion virus, and he's now going to step aside and he's going to allow the states to to manage the virus on their own, which is something that he should have done in the first place. But he has to learn the hard way. I think he's starting to wake up and realize, hey, this virus is here to stay. Yes, no kidding, Joe. Right? Neither you, nor Trump, or anyone else can eradicate a virus. All right? What you do is you come up with the vaccine for it, and then you give the people the choice to either take the vaccine or live with the virus. It's that simple. That's just what it comes down to. So, in a way, Joe Biden has practically put his own foot in his mouth. But this is Cavalier Joe. This is the Joe Biden that we're accustomed to. This is the Joe Biden that we know better than anyone else. And Joe Biden is starting to realize now that anything that he got himself involved in, he's practically has turned to dust. It has. It's never worked out for the better. I mean, think about it. Everything from the Afghanistan blunder to inflation to a supply chain shortage to no longer being energy dependent. Anything that Joe Biden has gotten himself involved in, it has practically turned to dust. And Joe Biden is considered a dinosaur in the political reign. But for as long as Joe Biden has been into politics, he hasn't done a darn thing. Really, he hasn't done anything significant. This is the reason why senators don't make presidents. These are people that have a lot of this lip service. And that's all Joe Biden was doing. He was giving out lip service and selling snake oil only to deceive the very own people that he promised that he was going to serve. And Joe Biden is really, really bad for business. Really bad for business. You know, think about the fact that we're no longer energy dependent. He shuts down the pipeline here, but he approves Russia building a pipeline in Germany. Gee, I wonder why. Because I guess he plans on getting the oil from Russia. Amazing stuff. Just amazing. But yes, I mean, think about this. That there were more people that died under the Biden administration with this virus than under the Trump administration. 800,000 people died under the Biden administration, despite all the efforts that Joe Biden put out to try to encourage the vaccine. Than they did under the Trump administration, where 400,000. I mean, the deaths doubled under the Biden administration. Amazing. Amazing stuff for a guy that says he was going to shut down the virus. Listen, I have the soundbite. He said it out of his own mouth. Wow. How about that? But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment in the comments section after you subscribe to my channel. Smash the like button if you like the video. Share the video. And subscribe to my channel so that you'll be able to get content on the double. And when you subscribe to my channel, please click on the notification button so that you will be notified when new content from my channel is dropping. And with that being said, this is The Conservative signing out. Also, rest in peace to John Madden, one of the all-time winningest coach in NFL history. If you guys do not know John Madden by uh, by by the way that he was able to be dominant as the head coach of the Oakland Raiders, you definitely know him by him being behind the most popular video game in pop culture. That's for sure. So rest in peace, John, and you guys have a nice day.